What's going on, guys? Here's your boy Mike, and as you see today, we're going to be working on this BMW 528i that we just picked up not too long ago, and it is in desperate need. Well, not desperate need, it just has a little small leak, but it does need a new valve cover gasket, and that's what we're going to be replacing on this car. Let's just get a quick little glimpse of the whole car in its current condition, because there will be some changes at some point. But here we go, we got the 528i that just needs a little bit of loving. I always told myself I would never get a BMW from the issues that everyone talks about, but we've been driving this around for a little bit, and for the amount of mileage that this car has, so far there's no issues. We just got a few little maintenance things to take care of, and one of them being the valve cover gasket. As you can see, we got this right here. And yeah, we do got the 94 Mustang that hasn't been in the video in a really long time. It's pretty much just routing at this point. But we do got this gasket that I hope it is the correct one, because I do not feel like going back to the store today, because I am coming down with cold. But let's go ahead and jump right to it. As you can see, the first thing we're going to do, now you're going to have to bear with me, because this is going to be my first time replacing a gasket on a BMW. And I've already taken this top off before because I had to do a, what was I doing? Oh, we were cleaning the engine bay when we first got it. It wasn't in terrible condition, but it just mainly was, had some caked up oil over here on the valve covers. But, so yeah, we've already taken this off, and I'm pretty sure just by taking this off, we're going to have to disconnect the connectors and take spark plugs, whatever, all that good stuff. And this is what comes in really handy with the phone, because sometimes I forget where I had connections at. Take a few pictures after we take everything, take this off, and then start unplugging and stuff. Or you could just use a marker of different colors and stuff. But yeah, get right to it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the tools. My beautiful wife actually bought me this. Well, actually, no, I made a mistake. My wife did buy me lots of tools, but my wife did not buy me this. My beautiful mother bought me this, because this is when I was doing a lot of work on this car and stuff, and this little ratchet came in handy for many things. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Let's start off with the famous 10mm, and let's go ahead and get to work by taking this shield off first. There is, I believe, bolts, but this car does not have back bolts in. For the most part, that's how it's going to stay, I guess. Okay. So just get all these out of the way. Remove this plastic thing and set it over here. Out of the way. Well, this whole back of the trunk of this car is just full of stuff. So yeah, there is a bolt right here, and then there's one right here, but as you can see, it's missing a bolt, which I probably could look for a bolt and put it in there, but we'll do that towards the end of the video if we have any. We have a lot of scrap pieces. Well, remove this cover out of the way. Set it over here where it won't get broken. And you know, the thing that's funny to me is that this car, I mean, I did do a quick search, and supposedly I guess the 528 is only with equipped with a 3.0 inline 6. So that's the only thing I did not know about the car, because as you can see, everywhere that is printed, nothing tells you that it's a 3.0, and the manual is not in the car. So there goes that. So seems like we do have a nice little job here. Seems like a little bit of more work than I anticipated on, but it should be all good. Seems like we got all these bolts. This looks fun. So I'm guessing what it's looking like, we're gonna have to remove obviously all these connectors for the spark plugs and stuff, and then we're gonna have to remove this bad boy as well. So before we disconnect everything, we're just gonna play it on the safe side and disconnect the battery first. And that's another repair that we're gonna have to do to the car, that it needs a new strut for the trunk. You know about that. So get back there to the trunk and keep your hand above it. I am talking to you. I told you to keep your hand above it. Because it does need a new trunk. I mean, not a trunk, it's a new strut. So let's attempt to remove this. Now this car was into pieces, to be honest with you. All the liner of this trunk was just taken out. It was all just piled in there. But there was a little story about that, but we will not be talking about that today. Seems like I need to get a tool for this because I don't have no fingernails. Alright. Alright, so we found the tools. We're going to need this little thing to take the clips out. I did bring my little kit here with these little connectors because last time I remember these bolt nuts for the battery were really odd. And I didn't have any that small. There goes that. There goes that. There goes that. See? Makes it so much better with your tools. With the correct tools. Now, if I move this, I leave this slides. Oops. Oh, this little thing is supposed to have a little clip somewhere, but I do not see it. There we go. Now we got this out of the way. Now we have access to the battery. So let's see which size it is. That one I remember was a normal size. This is the one that was a little odd for me. That one. Like I said, you have to bear with me because, well, I've never worked on this car before. It's this one, but I really need a ratchet. Let's see if we make this one work. Those are the famous words before a disaster. Let's see if we can make it work. I'm gonna go look for a ratchet. Yeah. That whole part of the disassembling the trunk, you could probably just do like a little fast forward. You know. Bruh. Okay, this might have been a different battery then. Oh, you already started recording? Huh? Okay. Well, I lied to you. I guess it was a different car that I was taking the battery off, because this little bolt is just a 10 mil. Got the negative off. Set this around here somewhere. And we should be alright just with that. So, let's get back to it. Let's close this in the meantime. Well, yeah, I can leave that there. That should not hurt anything. Now let's go ahead and start with the fun stuff. Like I said, a cell phone is a good reminder of where everything goes. Most cars have the link specified to where everything goes connected, so I mean obviously this end one you could probably go here, go here, go here, but that one you couldn't bring it all the way over here. So I'm gonna just take a picture anyways. There we go. Got the picture. Might take another one over here just in case I need it. And that's all we need right there. Now, like I've said in many videos before in the past, that by any means I am no mechanic. And some people may know what I'm trying to say here is that every time you're working on a car you never worked before, well, I have no tools of removing this bolt. I have no sockets for that. So we're going to need this type socket for all around the valve cover. We're also going to need it for this right here. And yeah, so This video will start when we come back from the store to get the new stuff, to get this crap off. Alright. See you in a little bit. Alright, now we just made it back. Harbor Freight for the save, so we got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and start taking all this stuff off. Let's go ahead and start with the spark plugs, all the connections and stuff like that. So let's get right to it. We may have a little issue with this motor right here, just because there's another torque bolt right there, and well, all these stores only have it in they only build it so small around here. So let's go ahead and start taking this off and see what we can do with that. But let's go ahead and start here. Some of these may be a little hard to get out. Like this one right here is playing hard to get to. So got a little flat head. We're just gonna pry just a little bit just to get it out. Damn, pretty. There we go. Just a little bit, just to disconnect that. Lift up. This one popped right out, no issue. This one probably gonna have the same situation here. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. There's that one. Got one right here. And that was also, man, all these are pretty tight. I like to make things so difficult to get to. That one out. And we got two more back here. That one out. And then we got one more all the way in the back, which usually the ones in the back always gives a little bit of trouble. See if I can turn this around or something. I can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm gonna take this clip off. And carefully pry out. This will be a difficult one, I can tell. Biggest problem is you can't really see what you're doing. Try to take the boot out. Probably the easiest, smartest thing to do is just take the whole thing out. There we go. That one disconnected. So this one's going to be going to the end, to the back. So we're just going to set that right there. Let's go ahead and try to remove the rest of these. This one came out too. These are pretty in there pretty good, so let's go ahead and work the rest of these, but they're playing hard to get to. one is out. Put that right there. We're gonna skip that for now. See what we can do. Get that one out. Put that right here. And then we got this one right here. Little twist action. Put this over here. There we go. So all of those are taken out now. Probably just go ahead and disconnect this right here. Twist that, disconnect that. This one has 2 clips on the side. Push both these clips, slide it right out. Here we go with that. Now, all of this should just slide up. Now, should just slide this, all this stuff up should just slide out of our way. We got this wire that we're gonna have to disconnect. We got a wire back here we're gonna have to disconnect. We should be able to get all this put back together. Alright, so this is the update. We got all spark plugs out except for the last one, which I'm about to do something to get that out. I just taking a look over everything. This car really does need a new valve cover. Obviously, as you can tell, these valve covers are plastic, but it seems like this valve cover's already been broken. I don't know why I haven't noticed it yet, but I just now noticed it. It needs a new valve cover. But that ain't gonna be the big deal right now. We're gonna keep on replacing the valve cover gasket for the most part. And let's go ahead and extract this last spark plug, which is all the way in the back. Oh, we already got the bolts out of this thing too. But we're gonna hold off for a little bit, because I'm pretty sure that I'm able to take this thing off with it on. I'm not sure exactly, but I believe I can. We'll see. However, the way I'm going to take this last one out, as many understand, when you're replacing spark plugs, it can be difficult. You're trying to use something like this to get to it, but if I try to get this with a socket, I'm just going to be hitting everything. I'm not going to be able to get it down there. So what I'll do is I'll put a half on, just like that. Kind of drop it a little bit. Don't let it go all the way. Drop it a little bit, and then grab another half. Connect it. Then you can drop it down, find your spark plug, set it. And then we got this little guy right here. We're gonna set this on, which I don't really have much room for the ratchet. And then start removing. Should be enough. Remove the ratchet and then remove. Try to loosen up if it needs to and pull it out. Disconnect that one half. Set this right over here and start pulling everything out. And there we go. We're also going to be doing new spark plugs, because these spark plugs, they've seen better days. So that's it with the last spark plug. We're going to start removing the bolts for the valve cover, because I believe we got basically everything disconnected from it. So let's go ahead and move on with that. that's not good.
Seems
like we got one that might be stripped a little bit. So we're gonna have to use a size smaller size on it. Now after taking a deeper look into the car, it seems like we having to take a lot more stuff out than I wanted to. I really don't like working on cars when it's this complicated. It's not that difficult, however, it's just more time consuming, being you gotta take more stuff off. Like for example, we took off this whole trowel right here. All that stuff is laying down on the ground over there. You got your filters and stuff in there, so really simple. I will show another clip of that when we come to reinstall it. It's not that difficult, it just has a few plastic fasteners that you just have to twist and turn and unlock them. Not that big of a deal. So we got that. We also have to take this bar out. Two up there and one on each side, so we can now remove this out of the way. So it gives us access to the other stuff. As you can see, I got my socket right here for the last bolt of the valve cover. We also got the motor out, which what was holding the motor in is there's a screw under here that you're all supposed to take out. It's another torque screw. So we got that out of there, and supposedly, if I'm not mistaken, we got one more bolt to take out, and we should be able to slip this thing back out and begin the process of putting the new gasket in. So let's get to it.